faster. I'm going to be talking faster. What happened? The meeting is being recorded. Okay, very good. Okay, those of you that haven't, time to take that meditation breath. Left thumb at your navel, rest your hand below it. Right hand over the top. Stand with your feet relaxed, your legs relaxed, your shoulders relaxed. Take some deep breaths from your diaphragm. Fill the bottom of your lungs. Then squeeze the air out using, again, your diaphragm. Nice big inhale. Nice big exhale. Let's do one more. And I'll describe how hard it is to inhale while I'm talking. It's hard. Okay, let's do some Tai Chi. Again, standing relaxed, comfortable position. Shift your weight to the right. Step out with your left toe. Kick your left heel out. Shift your weight left. Bring your right toe in. Shift your weight to the center. As you stand up, take a look and make sure you've got shoulder width on the outside and the inside of your feet are parallel. Take a nice deep breath. Let your arms inflate in front of you. Then start an exhale with your hands going flat. Drop your elbows. Your hands come back to your shoulders in a nice curve and down to your hips and stop at 45 degrees to the ground. Shift your weight to your left leg and pivot on your right heel. Right hand floats up to the right shoulder, palm down. Left hand comes underneath. So you hold a small or a large ball on your right side. Shift your weight forward to your right leg. Look over your left shoulder. Step straight out with your left foot, just a short step. I'm going to shift my weight left, start turning to the left. Left hand comes up in a half circle in front of my heart. Right hand down to my right thigh, and as I finish turning my hips left, my right foot comes around to 45 degrees. This is called ward off left. Reach over to my left hip with my right hand, roll my left hand back to the left shoulder, so I'm holding a big ball on my left side. Start pivoting to the right, pick up the right foot, put it out in front of the left heel, 90 degrees from the left foot. As you shift your weight forward onto your right leg, your right hand comes up in front of your heart with a half circle. Drop your left elbow, that points the fingers up. You're now holding a small ball. You want to make sure that left foot comes around to 45. Reach out and grasp the bird's tail on the right. Roll the left hand over, palm up. Turn your right hand on edge. I'm going to sweep through the sky to the left. I'm shifting my weight left, turning my hips left. Left hand circles down. Right hand comes into a half circle in front of my heart. Left hand comes up to heart high. Turn back to the right, shift your weight right, and go into the press. Your hands are lightly touching. Be sure and make a triangle between your elbows and your hands. Separate your hands and back away from them. Pull them to your shoulders. Move your body forward to your right leg, and when it stops, let your hands continue out in a push. Float around to the left. Bring your right toes around to face your left toes. Then shift your weight right. Hold a big ball on the right side with a claw on top. Start pivoting on your left toes to the left. Reach out with your right hand. Pick up your left foot. Step wide to the left. As you shift your weight onto that left leg, your left hand floats up in front of your face and then slowly turns away. Keeping your weight on your left leg, open up to the right, turning your hips right, open up your hands, pick you up your right foot, put it out in front of your left heel, and then close your hands to the lifting hands position. Two diagonal lines out in front of you. Your left hand is only as far out as your right elbow. Lower your hands, bring the right foot back to your left heel. Step out with the right foot again, and as you shift your weight onto it, left hand floats up in front of your heart, palm down. I'm going to pivot to the left. Right hand comes up to my right temple, left hand to my left thigh. Pick up the left foot, put it out in front of the right heel. This is called crane spreads wings. Now I'm going to do a cradle the baby on the left. The left hand on guard, right hand rolls over, and the right fingers touch the left elbow, palm up. I'm going to pivot to the right, grasp the bird's tail on the right, both palms are down. Turn back to the left and shift your weight left. Right hand to the right temple, left hand to the left thigh, and enough weight shifted that you could pick up your right foot, put it back down, and shift your weight onto it. Cradle a baby on the left, left hand on guard, right fingers touch the left elbow. Again, pivot to the right, grasp the bird's tail on the right. Turn back to the left, shift your weight left, left hand to the left thigh. As the right hand passes the right temple, it makes a fist, rolls down to the left hip. Your right foot is unweighted, comes out in front, 45 degrees. As you shift your weight onto the right foot, left hand on guard, right fist comes over to the right hip, step straight forward with the left foot, and as you put your weight onto it, turn your hips left and throw that short punch. Open up your right hand, drop your left wrist under the right elbow, back up onto your right leg and saw across that left wrist. Once your hands are separate, bring them up to your shoulders, palms away. Move your body forward onto your left leg, and when the body stops, finish with a push. Now I'm going to turn to the right, shift my weight right, open up my hands to the wide, palm down, bring the left foot around to face the front, shift your weight left, lower your hands to a low cross, bring the right foot around to one shoulder width. As you bring your weight to the center, your hands come up to the cross hands position. That's the end of section 1. Section 2 starts with carry tiger to the mountain. Shift your weight left and lower your hands. I'm going to pivot to the right. Left hand is circling out to my left. It's going to come up to heart high. My right foot is unweighted, so I can step wide to the right. As I shift my weight right, my left foot comes around to 45. My left hand comes out in front of my heart with a kind of a push, and the right hand rolls over to palm away, like I'm fending off a very large ball. Cradle the baby on the right. Pivot and shift your weight left. Grasp the bird's tail on the left. Turn back to the right and go into the press. Remember the triangle between your elbows and your hands. Separate your hands, back away from them. Pull them to your shoulders. Move your body forward and finish with a push. Float around to the left, shift your weight left, bring the right toe around to face your left foot. Shift your weight to the right and hold a big ball with a claw on top on the right side. Start pivoting to the left, pivoting on your left toes, reach out with the right hand, and pick up your left foot and put it right out in front of the right heel. As you shift your weight onto it, your left hand arcs up in front of your face, slowly turns away. This is another single whip. We're going to do fist under elbow, shift your weight back to your right leg, step wider to the left, shift your weight forward onto your left leg, left hand turns on edge, right hand circles down in a fist, you're turning your hips left and your right fist comes in underneath your left elbow. Shift your weight back to the right, turn your hips to the right, open up your arms, palms down. We're going to do Repulse the Monkey 3 times. Roll your hands over, keeping your weight on your right leg, pivot to the left, right hand comes up to the right temple. Step back with your left foot, slowly shift your weight onto the left foot, pulling the left hand out, push the right, or pulling the left hand back, push the right hand out, and straighten out the right foot. That's monkey number 1. Left hand circles up to the temple, right hand rolls over. Step back with the right foot, slowly pull your weight onto it, pulling the right hand back, push the left hand out. That's monkey number 2. Right hand circles out, comes up to the temple, left hand rolls over. Step back with the left foot, slowly pull your weight onto the left foot, push out with the right hand. That's monkey number 3. Right hand circles down to the left hip, left hand rolls over and comes up to the shoulder to hold a big ball on the left side. I'm going to start pivoting to the right, pick up the right foot, step wide to the right. As you turn your hips right, Your hands slide past one another. Bring the left foot around to 45. Settle with your hips to the right. You're looking right at your right hand, and your left hand is floating down here by your left thigh. I'm going to bring my left hand in a half circle in front of my heart and step wider to the left. I want 2 shoulder widths if I can get it. Now as I shift my weight left and turn my hips left, my right hand circles down, comes over to the left hip, palm up. Left hand just rolls over, palm down. I've got a big ball on my left side. Going to bring my right foot to 1 shoulder width. Right hand comes up in a half circle in front of my heart. Left hand circles out. Pivot to the right and end up with a big ball on the right side. We want a big 2 shoulder width step to the left. Left hand arcs up in front of my heart. Right hand circles out. Pivot to the left. Hold a big ball on the left side. Right foot to 1 shoulder width. Right hand in front of your heart. Left hand circles out. Pivot to the right. Hold a big ball on the right side. Another big, wide 2 shoulder width step to the left. Left hand in front of your heart. Right hand circles out. Pivot to the left and hold a big ball on the left side. As you shift your weight left, you're going to bring your right foot to 1 shoulder width and then step out in front. As you shift your weight onto that right leg, turn your hips to the right. Roll your hands around to where you've got a big ball on the right side with a claw on top. I'm going to start pivoting to the left, pivoting on my left toes. Reach out with the right hand, pick up the left foot and move it out in front of the right heel. As you shift your weight onto it, your left hand just arcs up in front of your face and then slowly turns away. That's single whip on section 2. Now we've got snake creeps down to golden pheasant on 1 leg. Shift your weight back to your right leg. Turn your left hand on edge. Dip down inside your left thigh. You're going to scoop down, dip down and shift your weight left. As you turn your hips left, bring your left hand up to waist high. Push down with your left hand and lift your right knee up to your right elbow. Right hand is on guard. Put your right foot back down and shift your weight onto it. Now I'm going to push down with my right hand and lift my left leg and left elbow. Step out 90 degrees to the left with your left foot. As you shift your weight left and start to turn your hips to the left, take the right hand, dive through the crook of your left arm, then lower your hands, bring the right toe up to the left heel. Your hands come up crossed in front of you with the right hand out front. We're going to do a right kick at 45 degrees. Once we draw the eyebrows, kick the right leg out 45 degrees, bring the right leg and left hand back down. Step out 90 degrees to the right with your right foot. Shift your weight right, turn your hips to the right. Right hand makes a big circle out, comes down to cross in behind the left hand, cross hands with the left hand out front. Left toe is unweighted, comes up to the right heel. Again, draw the eyebrows and kick the left leg up. Bring the left leg back down, left hand crosses your heart, right hand reaches out to the right. We're going to throw that hand hard to the left and spin on our right toes. Throw that hand. From here, you pull your hands apart, kick the left leg straight out to the left, bring the left hand and left leg back down. Step out 90 degrees to the left. As I shift my weight left and turn to the left, roll your left hand over the top of your left knee. Right hand comes out in front of your heart, palm away, and right foot comes around to 45. Turn your right hand on edge and shift your weight back to your right leg. Now we're going to shift forward again, push down with the right hand. Left hand is making this circle out to my side. As I step forward with my right foot, I brush that right hand. When I put the right foot down in front, it's also at 45 degrees. As you shift your weight onto it and turn your hips to the right, left hand comes out in front of your heart. Turn your left hand on edge and shift your weight back. Now I'm going to shift forward again, Push down with the left hand. Right hand makes a fist, comes up to my right hip. Step straight forward with the left foot, and as you shift your weight onto it, turn your hips left and do that low punch. Stand up and let your hands hang. Right hand in front, left hand to your left side. Bring left hand up, right hand over to your left hip. We're holding a big ball on the left side. Shift your weight to your left leg, pivot to the right, pick up the right foot, put it out in front of the left heel. As you move your weight onto that right leg, right hand arcs up in front of your heart with a half circle. Drop that left elbow to point the fingers up, move it behind the right hand to hold a small ball. Reach out and grasp the bird's tail on the right, both palms down. Turn your right hand on edge. We're going to pivot to the left, shift your weight left, sweep that right hand through the sky to the left. Left hand circles out, comes up to heart high. Turn back to the right and go into the press. Remember the triangle. Separate your hands, back away from them, pull them to your shoulders, move your body forward and finish with a push. I'm going to float around to the left and shift my weight left, bring the right toe around to face my left toes, and shift your weight to the right, hold a big ball with a claw on the right side. Start pivoting to the left on your left toes, reach out with the right hand, step wide to the left, continue shifting your weight left and turning your hips left. Your left hand comes up to in front of your face and your right foot comes around to 45. And once your hips settle to the left, turn that left hand palm away from you. Okay, that's the end of section 2. Here's section 3, step 1, Fair Lady works the shuttle. I'm going to start to turn and shift my weight right. My left hand goes over and touches my right elbow. And as I shift my weight right, I bring my left foot around to parallel my right foot. I'm going to shift my weight left and finish that turn on my right heel. Open up your right hand. The palm is open to the left. Here's the first of 4 big wide steps to the right. So you step wide, turn, shift your weight, step out left with a short step. As you turn to the left and shift your weight left, roll your hands around into a swoon, right hand out front. Shift your weight back to your right leg and cradle the baby on the left. Start turning your hips right, bring the left foot around, then shift your weight left and finish turning on your right foot. Another big wide step to the right, turn, shift your weight, step out left. As you turn back to the left, roll your hands around to a swoon, left hand out front. Your right hand is just a few inches out in front of your forehead. Left hand is right in front of your heart. Shift your weight back and cradle the baby on the right. Start pivoting to the right, bring the left toes around, then shift your weight left, finish by turning on that right foot. Another big wide step to the right, turn, shift your weight, step out left, turn back to the left and shift your weight left, roll your hands around, another swoon, right hand out front. Shift your weight back to your right leg and cradle the baby on the left. Start turning your hips right, bring the left toes around, then shift your weight left and finish by turning on your right foot. Here's the last big wide step to the right, step, turn, shift your weight, step out left. Okay, turn back to the left and shift your weight left, roll your hands around to another swoon, left hand out front. Shift your weight back and hold a big ball on the right side. Step wider to the left. As you shift to the left and turn your hips left, we're going to go to ward off left. Your left hand is a half circle in front of you. Right hand down to the right thigh and right foot comes around to 45. Reach over with your right hand to your left hip. Roll the left hand down. You're holding a big ball on the left side. Going to start pivoting to the right. Pick up the right foot, put it out in front of the left heel. Shift your weight forward onto your right leg. Your right hand comes up in an arc in front of you. Drop your left elbow to point those fingers up and hold the small ball. Bring the left foot around to 45. Reach out and grasp the bird's tail on the right. Turn your right hand on edge. I'm going to sweep through the sky to the left. Shift your weight left. Left hand circles down, comes up to heart high, and turn back to the right. Catch up with the right hand and go into the press. Make the triangle between your elbows and your hands. Separate your hands, back away from them, pull them to your shoulders, move your body forward, and then finish with a push. Float around to the left, shift your weight left, and bring your right toes around to face your left toes. Shift your weight to the right and hold a big ball on the right side with a claw on top. Start pivoting on your left toes to the left, reach out with the right hand, step wide to the left, continue turning your hips left, left hand comes up in front of your face, your weight is shifted left and your right foot came around to 45, your left hand slowly turns around away from you. Let's see, where does that put us? That's end of step number 4. We're now going to do snake creeps down through step up to 7 stars. I'm going to center my weight and turn my right foot out. Turn my hips to the right to do that. I'm going to shift more weight to the right and drop my left hand inside my left knee. As I shift my weight left, I'm going to turn my hips left. Left hand makes a fist and crosses my heart. Right hand turns that claw into a fist and crosses in front of the left. I have cross hands with fists. Because I turned my hips left, that unweighted my right foot. I'm going to drag it up to the left foot and then make a fake step out in front to the right. Then sweep that right foot all the way around behind the left heel and shift your weight onto the right foot. Separate your hands, right hand up to your right temple, palm away. Left hand down by your left thigh, palm towards you. This is retreat and ride the tiger. Now we're going to do the turn and horizontal kick. I'm going to reach out, hands flat to the ground, off to the left. I'm going to slowly throw my hands around to the right, pick up my left foot and step out 90 degrees in front of the right toe, and then finish by pivoting on my right foot. I'm going to pick up the right foot and draw a circle with it. Really hard to do. Bring the right foot back to the left foot. Step out 90 degrees to the right. As you shift your weight right and turn your hips right, make fists with both hands. Turn them a quarter turn to the left. Right hand comes up to your right temple. Left foot comes around to 45. This is called shoot that tiger with a bow. Open up your left palm to where it's looking at you. Bring your left foot halfway to your right. Roll your right hand down to your left elbow, still has a fist. Now I'm going to roll my hands around in a big circle. I'm going to go up the left side, turning my hips a little bit to the left. Across the top, turning my hips right. Down the right side. As I turn my hips back to the left. Left hand is on guard. Right hand is still in a fist where it was. Now I'm going to turn my hips to the right and bring my right fist over to my right hip. I'm going to step forward and try and miss the cat with my left foot. As I shift my weight to the left leg and turn my hips left, I do the short punch. Open up your right hand, drop your left wrist underneath, shift your weight back to the right foot. Once those hands clear, bring them up to your shoulders, palms away. Move your body forward onto your left leg. Do a push. I'm going to shift my weight right, turn to the right, open up your hands wide, bring the left foot around to face the front. Then shift your weight, lower your hands to a low cross hands, straighten the right foot, bring your weight back to the center and your hands come up to the cross hands position. Shift your weight left and lower your hands, bring the right heel in, shift your weight right, bring the left heel in, come back to the center and then stand up and make sure you're fully relaxed. That's the end of the Tai Chi Yang form, short form. Pat yourself on the back if you can reach.